Good morning, my name is Matthew Hugo from Weather Commerce, and this is this morning's weather briefing on Monday the 3rd of January. Today's weather brief will cover information on the United Kingdom, Europe, Scandinavian precipitation and finally global weather alerts. Before taking a look at the UK, we will however take a look at the latest European quick view charts. And over the next 5 to 7 days, temperatures are forecast to be around 6 to 7 degrees below climate averages, before then steadily rising to near average values into the weekend of the 8th and 9th of January. This is clearly evident on all of the graphs present, but particularly across Benelux, France and Germany, as you can see temperatures considerably rising after being well below average over the next few days. Within the longer term, during the second week of January and approaching the weekend of the 15th and 16th, all of the available forecast models for the individual countries signal temperatures to be generally near climate averages. Given model consistency over the last few days, confidence levels are medium to high to suggest that temperatures are likely to be generally near climate averages across many western parts of Europe within the longer term. We're now taking a look at the UK model comparison graph, and over the next 5 to 7 days, confidence levels are medium to high to suggest that temperatures will be at least 2 to 4 degrees below climate averages, as cold conditions persist with some winter precipitation in places and also the risk of overnight frosts and ice. The following weather chart for Thursday the 6th of January helps to illustrate why temperatures are forecast to generally be below climate averages, as low pressure to the east of the United Kingdom allows for the development of generally north and northwesterly winds across the UK. Within the longer term, as we move towards mid-January, there is a trend with all of the available forecast models for temperatures to become near, if not just slightly below, climate averages. As you will see, the temperature that I have forecast is for temperatures to be around 1 or 2 degrees below climate averages by around the 13th and 14th of January. Confidence levels are medium or medium to high to suggest that temperatures will become near, if not just slightly below climate averages, given good model consistency over recent days. The following weather chart for Thursday the 13th of January helps to signal why temperatures are likely to recover and become near, if just not slightly below climate averages, as a large area of low pressure becomes dominant within the central North Atlantic and milder west or southwesterly winds develop across the UK. I'm now taking a look at the predicted temperature trends across Europe within the next 5 to 7 days. And trends continue today for temperatures to remain generally below climate averages across many central and northern regions of Europe, with temperatures perhaps as low as 4 to 6 degrees below climate averages across parts of Germany, the majority of Scandinavia and also the United Kingdom, as the cold conditions persist. However, milder conditions are forecast across Iberia and southeastern areas of Europe, with temperatures generally near, if not slightly above climate averages by around 1 or 2 degrees. At the moment, a similar temperature trend is forecast to continue towards and beyond mid-January, with many central and northern areas of Europe forecast to remain generally colder than average, with mean temperatures below 0 degrees Celsius, with temperatures perhaps as low as -15 or -20 across parts of Scandinavia. Iberia and many other areas of the Mediterranean, however, are forecast to be milder, with mean temperatures at or above 10 degrees Celsius, which is nearer to now climate averages. Despite quite low confidence given a lack of model agreement over the last few days, the latest West European map view for Tuesday 11th of January does signal temperatures to be near or below climate averages across many central and western areas of Europe. The following weather chart for Saturday the 15th of January helps to illustrate why temperatures are forecast to become near climate averages across Iberia and some other areas of the Mediterranean, as high pressure just to the west of Iberia allows for generally milder west or northwesterly winds to develop across these areas off the Atlantic. Yet in contrast, further north across central and northern areas of Europe, much colder east or northeasterly winds help to maintain below average temperatures here. I'm now taking a look at the precipitation forecasts across Scandinavia over the next 7 to 10 days, and confidence levels are only low with regard to this prediction due to a complex synoptic pattern which is bringing quite significant differences in precipitation across Scandinavia within the next 7 to 10 days. However, at the present time, the majority of northern regions of Norway and also Sweden and the majority of Finland are forecast to have precipitation totals generally below climate averages. However, southern and eastern regions of Sweden are likely to experience precipitation totals nearer to climate averages. Within the longer term, towards and beyond mid-January, there is a growing trend for high pressure to become the dominant synoptic feature. As a result, precipitation totals across the whole of Scandinavia are forecast to become below climate averages as mid-January approaches. I'm now taking a look at global weather alerts, which highlight significant deviations from normal. And as you may have heard, extreme flooding has been evident across many northern regions of Australia over the last week or so. Further heavy precipitation is forecast here at times, especially on a local scale, as further heavy thunderstorms bring localised precipitation totals above 100 millimetres. Also, Western Australia is forecast to be extremely wet as well, with precipitation totals here of 400 to 600% of normal, as heavy thunderstorms develop across Western Australia in the coming weeks. Precipitation totals are also forecast to be quite high across a large portion of Brazil over the next week to 2 weeks, with some central and also southeastern areas of the country forecast to experience at least 100 to 150 millimetres of rainfall as some heavy thunderstorms develop across the region. Further, very cold conditions are forecast to dominate across many central and northern regions of China, with temperatures at least 8 to 10 degrees below climate averages. It is also forecast to remain very dry as well, with well below average precipitation totals. Thank you for listening to today's weather brief. Goodbye.